Hello, how you doing? It's me, Zacarias, and I'm here to talk to y'all the controversy about Zoe Saldana playing Saldana playing what's her name? Nina Simone. I do agree they should have got a dark skinned sister to play her. It was pathetic to put a lighter skinned woman who is an Afro Latino, actually a mixed, well, all Latinos are mixed, but by her physique's more Afro Latino, you know what I'm saying? More Afro, even though she'll look pure black, woman to play this role. Also, sparking debate about Forrest Whitaker playing an African man and putting his camera about my complexion, and putting dark makeup on him to make him look more African, which is let us know we're not pure black, as you know, saying people want us to be black so they can, explore us with these stupid lies and falsehood and try to, saying they don't, it's on the top. I'll talk about that later on. But my point is, you know, but the reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm glad it's waking up a dialogue. I never forget back in 2003, and this one, Celia Cruz had passed away. They was trying, Whoopi Goldberg, who's darker than her, was going to make the movie. They claimed they couldn't find an Afro-Latina to play her, which is they could have did a casting call. I mean, they could have went all over in Miami. They could have went to even Houston. There's Afro-Latinas. They could have got a black-skinned woman. They could have got, well, even though I don't like Stacey Dash, they could have got Stacey Dash to play Celia Cruz, okay? But they claimed they wanted to have Whoopi Goldberg, who directed the movie, to play her, and it was for, Pedro Knight. It had Samuel Jackson. A lot of Latinos got very upset, including people, some African Americans, like, excuse me, she don't look nothing like Celia Cruz. She don't speak Spanish. And all the everybody was saying, black is black. Well, excuse me, where's black is black when it came to Zoe Saldana playing Nina Simone? Where were black is black when they had Forrest Whitaker putting dark brown makeup almost, I'm sorry, I ain't trying to make fun, the color black to play an African? What was all this, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all upset Zoe Saldana, who was lighter shade, who got African DNA in her, to play Nina Simone, and actually debunk your argument. Folks was mad at Zendaya Coleman playing Aaliyah, who's also was mixed. She was not pure black. She was part Native American. Last time I checked, and her skin was almost the complexion of Zendaya. Okay, and I did defend Zendaya playing her. I had no problem with Zendaya playing her. I understand she looked more exotic compared to Aaliyah, but Aaliyah looked exotic. If you put Aaliyah close to Lupita Nyong'o, she looked more exotic than Lupita Nyong'o, okay? So, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, Aaliyah looked like, what's her name, any of the Aria or something, okay? So, point is, everybody is upset at this, and y'all hypocrites, because I stand by my stance. I ain't gonna flip-flop, and if I did flip-flop and contradict myself, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I did. I ain't gonna beat around the bush and try to hide and not try to talk about the subject. The truth of the matter is, that woman does not look nothing like Nina Simone. There's a bunch of dark-skinned women who have hard time, like Viola Davis was talking about, to get into Hollywood and become a star. I'm glad she got the Emmy for playing the role she plays on the ABC series. Okay, the reason why that I'm to defend this, that I don't defend Zoe Saldana playing this role, okay, but it debunked the extreme Afrocentric people out there in the community want black to everything. You have folks saying that if we was not raised by, a white man, which is, I mentioned on my other video that I do have a white fourth great grandmother who did have a mixed child, okay? Answer.com, thank you Jesus for having Answer.com, because I found out the truth. There were white women after Civil War and before who did have mixed children, and also I'm a product of that. My third great grandfather, who had a mulatto grandfather, who was a quadroon, okay, had a white mother, and they were married and somehow in Texas, okay? So, unless I guess his father passed away, they say he was Creole. So I guess it wasn't, because my fourth great grandmother did not have no French in her. She has English and possibly Irish in her. There's a McCombs in there, so McCombs is an Irish name, so I guess this St. Patrick's Day, I always celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but I guess it's close to my roots now. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he passed as white and married a white woman in Texas, you know what I'm saying? And I can't find no records of his father. I hope nothing happened to my fourth great grandfather who, you know what I'm saying, marrying a white woman in Texas after the Civil War, okay? Because my third grandfather was born 1884, and then he died in 1954, which is the same. This is my mother's side. That's 2 years before my mother was born, and actually, the same year, actually, after my dad was, a couple months after my dad was born in 54. You know what I'm saying? 1954. Okay, so, and like I always tell people, that side, my mom's side had, babies. Before teenage was an epidemic, they had children in their teenage or prior to their adulthood. You know what I'm saying? Time. Okay, they're from the country too, so that makes sense. Now, all country folks do that, but a lot of country folks did marry young. My grandmother, my mother's side did. She had my mother when she was 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, no, actually, she had when she was 17. Because she was born, she was born in 1939. She was 17. She got married, I guess, 16, and had her in, so, because my mother was born in 56, okay. So, actually, that made her 17 at the time. So, point is, I'm just saying, that they always bring it because we all were dark, and they want us to pretend, like they say, us camera skin people dark, when we're not. Growing up as a child, I never been called dark. On a few times somebody did, just to make, because I wasn't pale, but I was called light skin growing up, and it didn't mean that someone was pale, it meant you was lighter than the actual people that came on the ship, okay? And I'm from the South, and I'm sorry, yeah, we do that, I'm sorry, I'm not with that extreme Afrocentric junk, okay, black and doll junk, but it actually debunk your argument, because Saldana ain't fair skin either, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? She a little bit lighter than me, you know what I'm saying? So, and so I'm glad that this is happening, and I'm glad that the extreme Afrocentric junk debunks the people who try to defend it. Now, when they actually Hollywood practice your mess, see what happens, okay? Like they did with the Aaliyah movie, okay? Both, I'm sorry, I don't know why everybody was arguing, because both Alexandra Shipp and Zendaya Coleman had white mothers, okay? So, I mean, and you know what I'm saying? And, I had no problem with either of them playing Aaliyah, okay? But at the same time, when they did Timberland is like lighter skin himself. He bought a little bit of my shade, but he not high yellow like Kid from Kid and Play. Then they made Missy Elliott look like Blasian, a light-skinned Blasian woman. A little bit closer, the woman almost looked like, what's her name? Vivica Fox. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and then she wasn't even big. They could have got Lonely Love from the real to play Missy Elliott. I would saw that. You know what I'm saying? And because y'all want to pretend that we all look alike for extreme Afrocentricism and extreme black and out-ism, extreme one-drop-ism, okay? But when it actually knocks you in the butt with this situation, you want to whine about it, okay? See what happens, okay? So stop trying to pretend that we all 100% black when we're not and we all look alike. I always advocate how diverse we are, because it's the truth. I don't care how white people see it. White people are not God. Can we get that in our head that because what white folks think of us, yeah, we acknowledge what they think, but we don't let that ignorance let us live our lives. So how we live, like, for example, I was telling somebody about the word nigga. I say I would never let the oppressor's ignorance define my life. I ain't gonna go around being the step inflection of the world of the 2000s, call myself a nigga. Because that's exactly what these brothers are calling themselves. Old and young was shocking. The older folks would go along with this ignorance. But the young folks, they making themselves look like jigaboos, coons. They like dark skin, hair, straight king curly, whatever they feel on top of. And they go, I'm a nigga, being a brute in the society. Which, while a lot of brothers, besides Clinton situation in the 90s, locking brothers up and secondary to Latinos, shall I say, because that's what many of men of color are being locked up today. But at the same time, for non-violent offenses, a lot of them brothers who got locked up, who did do the crime, whether it be violent or non-violent or both, call themselves niggas. Look how powerful the word is. Instead of getting rid of that word and fighting people who call them that, they went on and look at what they became. The animals of society. I tell it like it is. I mean, that's why I don't call myself a nigga. You can call me all type of punks, whatever. I never had sex with no man. Don't have no interest in having sex with no man. But I would not follow that pattern. That's just me. I make me want to throw up when I see it's like a modern day Jim Crow mess. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they being a stepping fishing for some money. Call my nigga, like Rich Homie Quan. He sure gonna make some money, even though he getting arrested a bunch of times. The white folks probably might bail him out because they're making us look bad, so of course they can give him all the money, okay? So that's the whole reason why that I, and like the white, Y'all surprised by white Hollywood? Y'all did, boycott the Oscars, okay? And I was shocked that Stacey Dash for her, she part black and part Mexican, coming and acting a fool. Talking about, I celebrate Black History, whatever. What was she saying? Her and Chris Rock, both of them. Chris Rock, even though he dark skinned, he got white in him. DNA test show do prove that, okay? They both were cooning on television, and just made me sick to my stomach, okay? I saw clips of it online. I didn't want to give them ratings, but when I left the situation, and Chris, it's sad that Chrissy Teigen, who's part white and part Asian, she mixed too, was like disgusted at Chris Rock, dark skinned mulatto Chris Rock, and Stacey Dash, black skin Stacey Dash, cooning on television. Okay, I call it like it is. Okay, I don't care what he seems. He ain't no pure black man. I don't care how dark he is. You mixed up, your DNA mixed up. That's how you count in this world. Okay, so that's how I have to say it like this.